A little bit. You know, the weirdos never find other weirdos weird.
I'm always weird.
And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. More people should hang out around other weirdos.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. People, how much of a legend? Everyone's calling you a legend, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. What's up, Jamie? Got to see so many people that I know. Hey, I want to do a quick shout out to my little buddy Scott Kelly Duffy, who's watching. He is a diehard member of the Way of the Cobra Dojo. So, want to say hi to him and everybody else who has bought my book and become a part of the Way of the Cobra Dojo.
Good morning and evening, good anywhere, wherever you're about. Probably good night, maybe. I don't know. But I have got some people in the background waiting for you guys. But once again, the Dntv is here on a day off. We decided to come and do a quick live. I just want to say hello to the audience very quickly, Dorothy. Nigel Potter, how you doing? How is Santa Claus? Thank you for sharing as well. Jeremy Yorks from Things Network. Go and check him out. Go and follow him. Go and bug him. Go and watch his stuff on social media platform as well. Everywhere you can get him. He is a brilliant guy. He is such an amazing, talented guy. He went through a lot of stuff, and he is a fighter. And we should have one of them bells soon where we press buttons. We'll be bringing Annette on very soon. She's getting very weird and frustrated in the background, like a flaming hot. We got Dawn in the background, Dawn Maria, who we work with. She'll explain who she is and what she does in the next minute. Hi, Kirsty. How are you doing? Everything's brilliant. Mama D, how are you, my darling?
I'm great. While we've got Kirsty there, can I ask you, did you get your parcel?
Look how excited is that. 3 competitions. And
I just want to make sure that she got what she won.
She have to take a picture and send it to you, and then we can put it up on our wall on the Dntv.
Yeah, that's true.
To prove we sent a competition to give away. Well, yeah, guys, yeah. It's true though. You're right. The Dntv got competitions. We have a double whammy night every Friday night. This Friday night, we got a big guest coming on Friday night. I would explain that very soon. But the Dntv is all there for you guys as an entertainment. Before I bring these guys in, quickly explain who they are. The Dntv is an entertainment channel. It's there's a TV. So it's the Dntv. We're there to support everyone in everywhere around the world as a network. And our sponsors are amazing people. Pirate Post, go to their channel. Follow Pirate Post. Give them a bit of love and give them a bit of respect and go over there. Go to them because it's coming to be like a new Facebook. And you should check out the app as well. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you go and talk to them as well, a bit of bonding. But Dntv is a little bit different. It's an entertainment TV channel where we have different mixture of paranormal to entertainment. You make you laugh. It could be anything happens on Dntv, and it's coming to be a little bit more to what the story is going out there. But first of all, I got a shout out to Matt. Is it Bowen? Bowen? Is it Bowen?
Is.
Dorothy, this is your job too.
I know, it is Baron. You were right.
Right, I was right.
Baron.
Matt Baron.
Right. You just
how is everyone? Matt Baron is amazing. He's a good, cool guy. Kiss the girl said, I'm okay, thank you, Drew. Thought my quiet night have now gone and out of window as I got Jensen a hamster. Oh God. Animal alert. Da, 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 da.
And I will chase that up for you.
And Donna Filler and Matt, I've been called a worse. Nah, I don't want to call you worse. I'll just call you Kinky Toes. I meant Toes. No, I meant Matt. I'm only joking. But let's bring these two crazy people on because they're amazing. They're not crazy, but they're pretty cool. Bear in mind, we have got some new things going on I'm not going to state that we have got one more thing, big surprise coming up very soon, with you guys helping us doing to where going around. The field is getting better, amazing and fun. Don't forget, this is all about you as an audience and your opinions. That's what we want to hear, is your stories. That's all we want to do as a DNTV entertainment channel. Okay, let's bring Don on, because I'm going to make that a little bit more frustrating in 10 minutes. That's what you like. Hi, Don Marie. How are you, my darling?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. And
Hello.
I know last week was really busy and we couldn't have you on the show last week due to the fact signal was crap. The weekend was a madness. Do you enjoy your weekend at least?
Yes, I did.
Do you enjoy everything about what we do as DNTV? Do you have fun?
I just spent a lovely weekend at home, relaxing.
Oh,
My
Sounds like
niece
a
did
good plan.
graduate from high school, so I went to that and then came
come on.
home. Oh,
There's Charlie. There's Charlie.
That was my Charlie. He was giving me a hug and a kiss and saying, "Have a good stream."
oh.
All he wants to do is come be very popular and well known. That's all he wants to do.
No, he's about to go and hide up on his PC now to go and do his live stream probably.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Charlie, I lost the
Huh?
game.
I was just about to come back and say that to you.
I won this one. I won this one.
You did win this one today.
Before we get talking to Don, I just need to ask Nat something very quickly. Are you okay with that? Oh, I think the signal's crashed. Okay,
Oh.
Nat, how have you been, darling?
I've been good. Had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Been sorting stuff out, so yeah, it's been good.
Your live stream done amazing as a second time host, but definitely on DNTV as well. How do you find DNTV helping you build up your confidence and showing people who you are?
It's really good. Really good because you've got everyone helping you out, so, you know, anything comes up, just get onto anyone and you just there.
All the networks are important, because they support everyone.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. So that's what it's supposed to do. It's help people to build up their confidence. And that's what I
it's really
enjoy.
good.
It's really there to build up confidence. First of all, I just want to say to this legend by here, Raymond, Newsome, Drew, Mama D, H, how you doing?
Raymond.
Jeremy, Coles, what's up? And Facebook user, hey guys. And Jeremy said Chad. So
Trying to work out who Facebook user is.
let's hear about you, what you exactly do, and what you're about. Let's hear your story. So, team members, mute your mic for a couple of minutes.
I grew up in a very active home. I've always known that there was a paranormal side, I grew up around it, and I actually live in that home now, but we'll get to that. I grew up with a psychic mother. She always kind of stuffed it down because she was born and raised Catholic, and she learned that she was always told that good Catholic girls did not talk about that, and the women on her side of the family just have that in their bloodline. And I always had a little bit of it. I always knew things, would have dreams, and my mom was very good at explaining that. But, she kind of told my sister and I what she was told. And, but then, when, as we were growing up, And my house was a very interesting house. You know, when my sister and I were going through puberty, things would constantly happen, but we would just kind of brush it off and ignore it. When and friends would, I would be the friend that everyone would come and talk to. I was like everyone else, you know. I grew up with bullies, and I was the weird one. I was the one to stay away from, but I would have people coming to me kind of behind everyone else's back and wanting to talk to me. And that was very confusing, you know, to me as a adolescent. But I'm a nice person, so I would talk to people. And then, you know, flash forward to when I was 24, about to turn 25, I was in a bad car accident. I was in a coma for a month. I come out of the coma, and I was I would go out. I wanted to resume life to the way things, you know, I wanted to just go back and just resume my life. You know, the hospital told me the day I left that I would be different, and I didn't want to be different. And that I was going to have to find out who I was all over again. And, you know, you spend 24 years of your life becoming this person, and you know, struggling and fighting to figure out who you are. And then, you know, besides all the obstacles that you had to go through, I wasn't different than anyone else. I mean, everybody has to go through their obstacles. But add the paranormal to that, you know, it was a little, I don't want to say I had it any harder than anyone else, but add paranormal to that, you know, it was hard. And then I learned that I had to start all over again and figure out who I was. And then because of the accident. And then I found out that if I drank, I could be like who I felt like I was who I was before. And so I would drink and drink and drink and drink. And then once alcohol got a hold of me, it didn't want to let go. And I was raising 2 young children on my own. Their dad had left me back when our youngest one was 3 days old. And which has been a pattern of my life for years. And I never had a serious boyfriend until their dad. Yeah. And I found out later on in life that my theme of life is loner. And we'll get into that later. But I had to go through a lot of understanding and learning. And I went somewhere when I was in my coma, and
Where did you go?
I went to the other side, and I learned a lot of things. But as I'm going through life, I remember things gradually, and it's like it's when I'm supposed to remember. A light bulb will go off, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. You know, it's we're only allowed to we learn lessons in life, and then a light bulb will go off, and it'll be like, oh, okay, I understand that now. You know, I met my soulmate back when I was in grade school, but
Okay.
we were not meant to be together in this life
Yeah.
because we had so many perfect lives before. We wanted to be apart this lifetime. That doesn't mean that I can't have other mates this time. Twin flames, where I'm supposed to, learn lessons off of, but it's not my soulmate. My soulmate died in a car accident.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
Or in a motorcycle accident. We were friends, but we didn't run in the same circle. He was married and that marriage did not work out. And he was married to an actual friend of mine at one time. It just, it's just the way,
Can I ask you a question though?
Mm-hmm.
Before all this happened, was you into the paranormal field before then, or was you into spirituality before the paranormal field? How did you come along?
I was headed that way.
You was headed that way.
I was headed that way.
And what investigations have you done so far?
I have. I started out around the area. I was on a paranormal team, which was a total and complete nightmare. The guy that said he started the team, but the team was given to him. He and he let me do all the work and took all the credit. He I don't want to talk bad about anyone.
Okay. Don't have to talk bad at all about anyone at all. If this is not what the Dntv is about, it's about just staying positive. So
I was on I was on that team for about 4 years, and we did a lot of residential. And I love helping people. That's what I'm about. I have done Waverly Hills, a sanatorium in Kentucky, Louisville, and I will not go back there until the rightful owners have control. And if you want to go to www.savewaverlyhills.com, there's my kitty, and donate, please do. You can donate $25 and get a t-shirt. That was amazing. That was a once in a lifetime opportunity. I was there with Jeremy York. He's the one that put it on. And even though we didn't get to investigate together that night, he was a very busy man. But I did get to do his dog whistle experiment, and that was awesome.
The dog whistle is pretty cool.
That was awesome. In the death tunnel. I remember pulling up to there, and I rode with Bart Costi, and we pulled up there, and it was amazing. That place is so massive.
It should have been scary. It would have been scary in the nighttime. Is it scary?
Not really. I grew up around it, so it at first I was a little intimidated, all the rumors and everything, but then I must have been there in a previous life or something, because I felt right at home.
If Mod's got any questions, or the audience, if you guys got questions, please shoot it up. as well. So I hope Don doesn't mind if they got any
Oh, I
questions.
don't care. I'm an open book. I lived it. I survived it.
That's cool. That's my girl. I always say that to everyone. I'm one of these guys who respects female and everyone else. I just want to say, Jeremy, you done it again. I know somebody swear. Harry Potter fan, legend. I'm Gryffindor, so I'd prefer Gryffindor. But as Dorothy and Nat, have you got a question for Don as well as your own investigation?
So I don't have a question, but I do say hats off to you for coming so far.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
You
A
know-
lot of people would have given up, just
Yeah.
given in, but you didn't. You fought your way up.
You know, it's you'd be surprised what you can do when you have to face it.
Yeah,
Because if somebody would have told me, you know, a year, a month before the accident and everything of what I would have been, of what I would have, how I would have come out of what I did, I'd been like, nope, I wouldn't be able to do it. But when you wake up from the coma and you're laying there, you just, you know, with two small children, you just do what you got to do. You know, my mom likes to say, you know, I came out of my deathbed for my children.
Yeah.
You know,
That's always something to be proud of.
That is something to be proud of.
And I forget that at times. You know, it's, call it the brain injury, call it, you know, what you want. I forget. Hi, Nigel.
We'll never ever display it on that way. We'll never call it brain injury. We'll never go that way. You know what we do it? I just say we're getting older, and that's it. Forget about. We don't think about medical stuff. Just getting older. That'll work. We got too much important stuff.
I call it sometimers.
That's like a friend of mine. She calls it her senior moment.
Sometimers.
It'd be nice because even we all forget in some sort of line. And I don't want to think about that because you fight already through a lot, and you know you're gonna mention it. That's brave of you. But in my eyes, you're fine. You're perfect as you are. No matter what anyone says, you're perfect as you are. You should be proud of yourself and never ever judge call what you're going through. Just be proud of yourself because that's the most important thing. I'm happy to speak to you today. If you fought through what you fought through, you're speaking on DNTV, you're speaking on Parapost and other platforms, and you're with us today. And I feel an honor, and my hat is off for it because you're with us all, even the audience in the background they are there to speak to you, and we're all happy to speak to you because you're here with us today and you fought it yourself. You went through difficult times just to get better, to make sure, damn, I'm not going there, I'm staying on this planet. And that's the most important thing about you is because you're here speaking to me and I'm seeing a lovely woman who's being a spiritualist but also I'm a paranormal investigator. And that's what you're doing. You're being you. You're not going to let someone stop you. No matter if you got an illness, no matter if you got a condition, you are a brave woman. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what we call a paranormal fighter. Okay? You're a fighter. So don't worry about what's going on.
I got my hats off.
Don't worry what's going on. Please, just, it's you. I like who you are. I don't care what's that. I don't care what conditions it is because I'm speaking to the person who's still living. And that's what I love about it.
The condition doesn't define the person.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, I would do a lot more if I was, in the paranormal, if I was able to work. Because I had worked since I was 17. Or, no, sorry, since I was 15. I take that back. I got my first, check paying job when I was 17. But I had worked since I was 14 or 15, babysitting.
Yeah.
I had a regular babysitting job from when I was 14, a neighbor. And then when that child got old enough to where they didn't need a babysitting anymore, then I got a cash paying job. I always had what somebody called an old soul. So I was always very responsible.
I'm going to
And
tell you something. I'll tell you quickly before I book it. So I apologize. Me and Tila, we've been married for 10 years. And we got called so many things talking about old souls. Okay, I'm going to join you with this one. No one understood mine and Tila's. No one understand the way we work. Okay, we got called many names. We got called weird. We got called so many damn things. But me and Tila got called by local authorities. We're old school people as youngsters because we don't like the modern days in certain things. We think it's too much hassle in it. So I'm being very honest about it. We just prefer the old school. So we're like, yeah, nah. We got called so many names by horrible. So an old soul means they got a lot of talents behind them and means it's got a lot of respect in mind as well.
Yeah.
I like when someone's got an old school.
I have a
my phone
13-year-old that's a bit like that.
But the working situations, I think working is like really, really annoying. Because if you worked for a long time and then you come in disability, it stops you. It stops you in your place. And then you feel like you can't do much for anyone. I've been the same. I'm going to join you on this half year because I want to be your friend on that line. I was 16 years old and I always got told I had these problems. And I got a problem. Yeah, I got others' problem on top. But I couldn't told I couldn't work. I couldn't be like everyone since I was 16. I wanted to work at 16. I wanted to bring some money in for my table and my family. I wanted to do that. I got told I couldn't work. Anyway, I got to a certain age and I decided, well, what the heck? I wanted to work. I worked as a carer, an ambulance technician. I've done some major stuff. And then about 2 or 3 years ago, I lost the ability to walk properly with my back. So, and now this is my living day job. My living day job is Phoenix and Stags, and then the Dntv to bring entertainment in. No one's getting charged, all free, but I do want a certain Pacific on it. So we can trademark it, sponsor it, so I can bring more in for people and get Power Post bigger with me. Everyone bigger, that top of the line. I'm not about fame numbers, everyone on top of the same line. That's what I'm about. But I understand your frustration because at certain points in your country, they won't allow you to work to get the benefits, will they?
I'm on Social Security and it doesn't pay enough to hardly. That's why I'm living with my mom.
It gets hard, doesn't it? It really
Yeah.
does. It's different to each countries.
And I'd have to have a hobby that is, if I could live making money doing paranormal, I would, but I can't. All I want to do is help people, but I'm not strong enough I don't have ability strong enough to make money doing it, and that I don't want to go out there and be a charlatan and be fake.
No.
Sometimes I know things, sometimes I don't, and
it's always still a learning, isn't it? Always still a learning. No one's fake. No one's fake.
Everybody's on that learning curve, aren't they?
Yeah. You'll never stop learning. Until we die, you'll never still stop learning.
And I don't want to because I'm wrong more than I'm right, and I don't want to. I was just called out on something that I thought for sure I was correct on, and I apologized for being wrong, and I admitted I was wrong, and
In spirituality, sometimes spirit makes us do weird things, and I will say it. So I've been there. I've been there. No one's gonna lie. No one's gonna be anything here. We've been there. Everyone's been there. In the whole paranormal field, everyone's been there at one point. They can't say they can't because they can. But you're not gonna get everything right because you're also gonna spirit's also gonna play back with you, and that's what they do. They want fun. Even I had it, and sometimes it got me into a bit of trouble. But I could explain to them what spirit does for me and what I do. We could get the wrong end of the necklace. You'll always get misleaded in different points, so don't ever let anyone put you down or blame you for anything. Just because you had something wrong, it's more money to go on. It's a learning curve. That's all it is. It's no point putting yourself like that and to say apologize. Don't apologize in my life. At the end of the day, you're still learning.
well, these people got to where they made me feel stupid, and so I clammed up. It's
What? Let's leave that away now. So, what's your favorite thing about being a paranormal? What's your favorite thing about being paranormal?
um I I like the adrenaline, when something happens.
Hmm.
Like I knew it was real. I knew it. I love it when something happens when I'm with a skeptic and something happens and like I told you.
It's the best they telling the skeptic how it is. It's like, yeah, you make my job work a little bit more, don't you? And I tell you, I love skeptics. They're amazing. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love working with skeptics. I got a
Hmm.
skeptic all the time around me.
We we we
Well,
we we were filming our third or our second episode when I was on the first team, and I had to go to the bathroom because that there was an inside joke with the team, and they were downstairs doing an EVP session, and I saw I was being really quiet, and I went inside, and all the hairs stood up on my neck as I was walking out, and I walked through a really cold spot, and then I heard something whisper in my ear, and I kind of quickened my step. I didn't run, but as I was coming around the kitchen I ran. I kind of bumped into the producer, and over the we had set up a DVR system, and
Yeah.
over the cameras, the monitor, they had seen like a 7 foot tall uh, black shadow, and they knew that I was coming, that I was up there. I was coming out of the bathroom, so he come running in the house. So we kind of bumped into each other, and he was checking on me to make sure I was okay. And that was one time that I was really freaked out, and so that time really that got me. But other than that, those are that was my scariest moment.
I get it. I wonder what
I think
next
everybody's fine. I don't know. I hope everything's all right in there, wherever you've disappeared to.
disappeared to. Where's that gone? Has she gone under the table or something?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. She just flipped off.
She's round the back. No, she's not round the back of the PC.
Oh.
Let's
Nat,
see.
where have you gone? Let me know where you've gone. This is your turn to
Let us know
question.
you're safe.
Let us know if you're under the table. We can't find you.
Hi, Chantal and hi, Neve, while you're there.
Progress isn't going on. But okay. I'm gonna have to be slowly rushing my time now because we are slowly having a short one due to the fact of timing. So someone else is due on in the next minute on other networks. How would people find you on? Do they find you on Facebook, social media platforms? How will they do and how will they get hold of you?
I am on Temple of Phoenix Rising Network. I have Alien Talk with Adam Ramos and Thinning Paranormal group on it's on Facebook, and that's a group. And then we have on Skeleton Key Network, we have Witchy Watch. It's like a news show.
Yeah.
Alien Talk is on tonight at 8 o'clock.
Make sure you go there and check it, guys.
And Witchy Watch is on Monday nights or Monday afternoons at 4 o'clock Central Time in the US.
I was about to say, hi, Robert. You beat me to it, Drew.
So that's one of our sponsors, and PVDV Paranormal. So I have to do that quickly. So are you? Give me 2 minutes. I got something in my head now. So Annette, you're finally back.
You run away or now?
I know, I got thrown out.
Wait, you got thrown out?
Oh.
It makes a change. It wasn't me this time. I wasn't being naughty and got thrown out today.
If she
No.
was thrown out, that means she was under the table like that.
Uh-oh.
So, Annette,
There
have
goes
you
just
got any,
knocked my little table.
have you got anything to say to Dom? Because you're an alien. You love your alien stuff. And
Oh
she's
yeah,
kind of-
I'll be nipping over to watch that later on. Actually,
Do you want Don on your live about alien stuff as well?
yeah, maybe next time I come round to doing one like that. Yeah, Dawn, you can come on with me.
Cool. I would love to.
Yeah, come on with me and do.
How do you feel about that, Don?
That
If you
sounds
love
awesome.
aliens- If
Yeah,
you love alien stuff, Annette had Russell. What's his last name now? Russell Keenan. Annette Kenny. That's it, Russell Kenny. Which he's been all over the BBC and TV for one of the good alien catchments. And he also done the alien investigation in the Castle of Wales, where they spotted alien from the jungle. Is it in the jungle? No. Yeah, Anton Deck show. The Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, that's the one.
Oh, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out what you were thinking of.
tonight we're doing one on Mothman.
Mothman's amazing.
It's kind of about aliens and cryptids, but we've been doing it now for about a month and a half. And tonight's the first one about cryptids. Hi, Jackie.
Hi,
Robert.
Jackie.
Hey Jackie, how you doing, darling? I haven't got back to your message, but I'll get back with you later on. I got people to speak to
You have
today.
been busy. You have been very busy.
I've been so busy. I literally done if Robert is still here, I done a live till about 5 o'clock in the morning, non-stop being on shows. 5 o'clock on other networks. It's been amazing because everyone is getting a piece of cake, and everyone is just working together, and you never see that much often. You really don't.
Like, Drew's been that busy that I've actually had 5 minutes to myself.
So it's
No,
really
but
good.
you guys check out Temple of Phoenix Rising on Facebook, and it'll be about Mothman. It'll be on at 8 o'clock Central Time in the United States. I'm not sure what time that is, your guys' time.
8 o'clock. It'd be about something like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
I say if it's 6 hours difference, it'll be about 3 o'clock.
No. Will it? Yeah. Well, sorry.
So I still haven't quite got my head round what time is what yet, but I know that 6 hours difference, it'll be 3 o'clock for us.
Yeah, because it's 11 or 12:43 here right now in the afternoon.
So yeah, it'll be 6 hours. So it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning.
it might be a bit late for me that one, but hopefully I can go over and rewatch it.
Just rewatch it. Bam,
Yeah.
you got one tomorrow, yeah.
Either that or I'll be half asleep.
See, and that
Watch
works
with
on
one eye
trains.
and sleep with the other.
And that works on trains. So, she's a train lady, so we get to have fun with the train lady. Because I gotta go on the train, wind her up, and nag her to death while I'm on the way up to her place. I reckon. I think that's something.
No, I won't let you.
Yeah,
I'll run and hide. I don't let you.
Huh? I think we'll have to go up and
Oh
see
no!
Don. I think we'll have to go up and see Don one day, and go to some good locations and paranormal ghost hunts. If you want to do that, Don, one day,
Oh, that would be fun.
it would be. I gotta come to
Well, we all need to
US.
sort our passports and go all different places.
I gotta take Tila to Salem, meet some friends of mine in Salem. That's why I can't wait.
I'm coming to camp in the garden.
I actually got friends in Salem.
Then. I'd love to go to Salem.
Have you ever
I'm
been to
only little. You can put me in the suitcase.
I'm little, but I'd be heavy. Not sure you'd get away with me on the aeroplane with the weight of the suitcase would be.
Do you reckon it'll come up like a massive scale extra large?
There you go, look, Jackie says she'll go. There you go, we're all going to go for a meeting at Salem.
We're
Well,
all
she's the one-
going.
She's the one that's driving us around. Fuck, I know so fun to drive us around. Hey,
Hi,
Mum.
Tim.
Yeah, my mother's on it now. There's the troublemaker. So, if you guys don't know who it is, that is my actual mum, my birth mum. But my mum is really poorly. She's blind in one eye. And about a couple of months ago, I'm just going to tell you, well done. A couple of months ago, my mum was actually pulled up into a hospital. She doesn't have dementia, Parkinson, Alzheimer's. She's just not well. Anyway, the hospital pulled it up, and Dorothy's seen it with her own eyes, and Nat did seen it with her own eyes, and a few other people have. And they were trying to keep her in, and she wanted to go home. They wasn't listening until I kick in the final last month. They kept her in for 3 months. And I went this. Banging on my door now. I went this and told them about the human rights. And me and Dorothy and a few other people got together. And we just said, no, this is the right law. So we got my mum up to the hospital, back home with her carers. And yeah, she went through hell. So she wasn't well. She's still not well. She had problems. But to hear someone say they need their rights to be heard and they're having problems with no rights, then the most important thing is people. Family is important. Don't have family. You've got friends. friends is family. You can't choose them. But still, at the end of the day, the one person you should always be there, even if it's a problem, you should be there, is your mum.
Yeah.
Or dad. If you don't like your dad, it's different. But your mum is the most important person because she actually gives birth to anyone. And if you can't, and they've not yet, just go and visit them where their location buried and just give them a flower to remember you still care about them in a way. Even if you argued, that will still make amends to them in mind and memory as well. It's really important because you never know when the last day ends.
Very
And you
true.
could blame yourself. You could blame yourself for when they pass away. You could blame them or blame yourself. It happens. Just remember, don't put someone on their grave or go mend it. Even if you don't want to mend it, just think, well, she did give birth. This was a good point. Just remember the positive side out of it. Don't remember the negative because that's how you bring in your own evil. Do you agree, Dom?
Yep. I'm living with my mom, and if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I'd be.
Yeah. That's a good example.
And I'm in the
Good.
process of trying to get a bigger house so that my mum can come and live with us. So, because I love my mum to pieces.
Don, I think you've been an absolutely amazing guest. You really have.
Oh, thank you.
I hope we can make this another next episode with you on the next episode. And I hope you get to go on that interview
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
So-
definitely. We'll sort something out, Dawn. Because I want to go more into the alien stuff anyway, so we'll have a chat and sort something out.
That would be
So-
awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to. You know, when we did our show for the paranormal, we were our producer told us we were really popular over in the UK. So, you know, I don't know. I just know what the producer told us. So,
Who's your producer?
his name was Ian.
Okay.
I don't remember
Well,
his
thank
last name. I'd know it if I heard it, but
Tell him thank you. We'll give him all the support out there for his and how big you are. We'll definitely give you a bit of
Yeah,
support.
definitely.
the show is called When Darkness Calls. It was on Amazon Prime. I don't know. It's not on there anymore, but
Was it finished? How long was that ago? Can you remember?
huh?
How long was it ago? Like it was not on anymore. How long was that ago?
It was, I think, like 2 years ago.
Oh, lovely. Okay. It would have been good to watch, to tell the truth, by the sound of the name. I would have loved to see that.
No, the first first one was really bad.
It
You have to do
happens
one
though.
to find out what you need to do to either improve it or calm it down a bit.
Yeah,
so you put the first one out there to find out what everyone's thoughts are.
they got
And
better
exactly
as they went
one.
along. They got better as they went along, but the
Yeah.
first one was pretty rough.
All right, my darling. As we're coming to our end slowly, I would love to finish on that time, but I'd rather finish a little bit early because of the timing, and I got a meeting straight after soon. So, thank you for coming on the Dntv. Thank you telling your story, how amazing you went through, what you've been through, who you are, and again, I appreciate it. Lots of loves out there to you, my darling. I'll join Dorothy as well. Okay, Annette, thank you for coming on the show, darling. As usual,
welcome.
any go. Look at that, people. This is not 9 o'clock yet, and
I
already
got home from work.
I tell you, I don't know where I find these people sometimes. Duh.
Who's Bob? What and why
It was-
do I love Bob?
Look, Dorothy, you need a word with Bob. You
Bob is
need a
milk.
rose.
Well, thank you guys. It was so much fun.
It's
You're more
okay,
than
Tom. Thank
welcome.
you for coming on, my darling. Thank you for coming on for
Well,
very much.
thank you for
Have a
listening
great
to
day.
me.
It's so much, really. Ladies and gentlemen, well, that's it. It's come to an end. I'm going to pop these guys into the back for a minute. Don, see you later, my Dan. Just stay in the background. I'll be with you in a minute. Annette, you're just going to go in the background. I'll see you in a bit.
Let's see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, Net.
Okay, that's how nice I am. Okay, right. So that was Annette from Shadow Light, what you guys need to go and check out. She's a grumpy old lady, but she is funny.
She's our grumpy old lady, though.
She's trying to shout in the camera. 1 minute. Look,
Bye.
it is
I am
no
not
nice.
a grumpy.
It's not nice to shout on the camera. It's so bad. Okay, it's bad for the work. Oh, she's gonna come in. Oh God, she's back.
She knows we don't mean it.
Anyway, guys, it's been a great on DNTV. DNTV is absolutely thanking to all of you as an audience for sharing, loving and caring as well, and the support you've been there for every each one of us. Today's conversation is just about helping and hearing. All right, maybe you're some more different. Shouldn't be offended by it. No one should be offended by anything. Shouldn't be apologizing. And you're just humans. At the end of the day, all of us are. No matter what anyone says, we're just saying everyone is part of the amazing network field. Thanks to the sponsors on the platform and Parapost. Make sure you get heading over to Parapost and go and follow their page. Go and check out what platform it is. It will help you and support you and give you that bit of more support. Okay? Go make sure on it. Go and listen. Go and have some fun. Go and watch Powerflex as well. Make sure you guys are literally enjoying yourself and your lives. Just go crazy. Have fun. Be you. Don't be anyone else for anyone. Right. I am ending this. Dorothy, goodbye.
And share the love.